for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard. Outside Rondo over Irving. The shot by Rondo is no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Now here is Harris. Irving from long range. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Harris against Kuzma. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And, you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, you know, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Harris against Green. Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rondo. The pass to Kuzma. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
The first free throw is good.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Now here's Durant. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Irving. Rebound the Lakers. It's Kuzma penetrating, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
32 seconds left in the first. And the Nets miss again.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Chandler kicks to KD. On the wing, Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 3. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Cook in at the point. From deep, Prince, and again, Brooklyn with the triple. Of course, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
And second-round pick Kurucs ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Now, here's LeVert. He's covered closely, passes it to Dinwiddie. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. And here we go with Cook, heading to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. No good again that time. Lakers leading by 5. Here is Daniels. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. That one off the back iron and out. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Kurucs. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kurucs missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And stolen by Prince. With the floater, that one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kurucs.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Pass to Cousins. Over Allen. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second. And that's a wrap for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Durant is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Pass to Chandler. He kicks it to Durant. Over LeBron. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Durant. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Outside Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up. Shoots from the high post. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Harris. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
This guy has proven that anywhere on the court, he can be a knockdown shooter. Joe Harris in the mid-range.
Here's James. Kicks it out to Bradley. Outside Rondo. Deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
I love the energy of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. Long and tall, and does a great job contesting without fouling.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Lakers in the lead. So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And here's Prince outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Green taking his time here. And the pass to James. They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
The 3 from KD. Nets with the new shot clock. Prince outside. Passes to Irving. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Rondo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3 on 3. And a wide open look for Irving. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. with the ball. LeBron James on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Well, because of the physical frame LeBron James has, he's going to shoot a high percentage in the paint. What I love is how good he is at reading when he needs to get that shot off.
Durant attacking, and then Durant with the dunk.
We know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Prince against James. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Cousins, no good. Outside Prince. Kicks it to Irving. Allen outside. Back to Irving. To tie it up. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Kuzma.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
It's the Nets now. Chandler, the pass to Irving. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Loads it up for Davis. Yes!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with a two-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Irving. Can't get the three to fall. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The first, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
For three, Durant. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.